There was a time when one job meant something, not wealth, not comfort, just enough to plan enough to breathe enough to believe tomorrow would be slightly easier than today. That expectation is good, not suddenly, not dramatically, quietly. Most people did not notice the moment it changed, because nothing broke life, just started asking for more. Hours, more effort, more flexibility, more sacrifice for the same return. At first, it was manageable. You worked a little later, picked up an extra shifts, skipped a few things you told yourself it was temporary. Then prices rose, schedules changed, benefits thinned out, tanned. Temporary became permanent. One job stopped covering life, so people added another, then another, not because they wanted more, because they needed the floor to stop dropping. This is where the story gets twisted. You were told this was progress, that side hustles meant freedom, that flexibility meant control, that grinding meant ownership. But look closer. If it were freedom, people would stop when they felt security. Do not they stop when they collapse. Side hustles did not rise because people dreamed bigger. They rose because stability shrank. They filled the gap between wages and reality. Large companies did not accidentally cause this. They made a series of quiet decisions. They reduced guarantees. They increased variability. They shifted risk slowly, legally, efficiently. Risk used to belong to the organization. If demand dropped, the company absorbed ITF. Costs rose, the company adjusted. Now that risk sits with the worker. If hours disappear, who justif? Rent rises you, who justif? Health fails you, who justif? Did not disappear, it changed owners. This allowed companies to look stable while people became unstable. Turnover replaced loyalty, availability replaced commitment, became optional, benefits became conditional, and none of this felt like a crisis because it happened one policy at a time. People adapted instead of resisting, because resistance costs energy, and energy became scarce. When survival takes all your focus, you stop asking long-term questions. You stop asking where this leads you. Stop asking if it is fair. You ask one thing: can I get through this month? That question reshapes a life. You stop planning years, you plan weeks. You stop dreaming, you calculate, and slowly meaning gets replaced with maintenance. This is why motivation feels different now. It is not that people are lazy or entitled to do. Weak, it is that effort stopped stacking. You work more, but nothing accumulates. No security, no margin, no relief, just exhaustion. Large companies did not need to cut path. They just needed to let inflation do the work. They did not need mass layoffs. They needed churn new workers. Cost less, ask for less, expect less. And when expectations false, does resistance. People do not revolt when life gets harder. Revolt when it feels unfair and sudden. This was neither. Was gradual and normalized. Now, 3 jobs. Feels normal working weekends. Feels normal never fully resting. Feels normal being tired all the time. Feels normal. That is the most dangerous part. When exhaustion becomes default, people stop imagining alternatives. They adapt. They cope. They endure. Endurance becomes the metric of success. But endurance has a limit. Humans can carry pressure if it leads somewhere. Effort creates momentum. But when effort only maintains position, burnout is not a failure, is a signal that the system no longer returns what it extracts us. Is why so many people feel detached. They are not depressed. They are disconnected from outcomes, disconnected from progress, disconnected from belief that loyalty matters, belief that effort compounds, belief that patience pays when belief disappears. People do not quit immediately. They coast, they give just enough. They emotionally withdraw. They conserve what little energy remains. This is not a moral failure. It is a structural one. Job is no longer designed to support a life. It is designed to supplement one. The expectation is unspoken, but clear. You will fill the gap with time, with stress, with extra work, and you will call it hustle. So if you feel behind or tired or strangely unmotivated, may not be you may be responding correctly to a system that quietly changed the rules. You were not meant to win this by trying harder. You were meant to survive it by adapting. That is the difference.